Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Friday. It is 10th of October. It is Kartika Masa, Damodara Masa, Krishna Paksham, and Chaviti. There are no Vaishnava events today, but apart from as usual Kartika Masa, Damodara Masa events. Okay, so we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so we have been discussing third canto and 7th chapter. We have started yesterday. Where Vidura is inquiring more questions after Maitreya Muni is speaking about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So even though he is always in his spiritual abode, he comes here and expands himself as the Virat Rupa. And then how can this Virat Rupa, the Lord, he will come in contact with the material nature? How he keeps himself aloof, out of the contamination of material world? Likewise, Vidra's intelligent questions, he has put in front of the Maitreya. So that is, Evam Brahmanam Maitreyam Dvaipayansto Buddha Prinayan Eva Bharatya Viduraha Pratyabhashita. So Vidura is inquiring. So, and then what is inquiring? Brahman Katam Bhagavataha Chinmatrasya Avikarinaha Lelaya Chapi Yujjeran Nirgunasya Gunah Kriyaha. Brahman Katam Bhagavataha. How can the Supreme Personality of Godhead, O Brahmana, O Maitreya Rishi, Chinmatrasya Avikarinaha. He has got a transcendental body. Chinmatrasya Avikarinaha. It is unchangeable. Leelayajapi Jheran Nirgunasya Gunah Kriyaha. Even though for the sake of performing pastimes, Leelayacha api Yujjeran, he performs Nirgunasya Gunah Kriyaha, and all those transcendental pastimes. How can he perform? Even though he has got a spiritual body, but how he appears into this material world and performs so many things like ordinary people. Likewise, Vidra's questions are very intelligent. So we have seen those yesterday, some part of the purport for this particular shloka. Brahman katam bhagavataha chinmatrasya avikarinaha leelaya chapi yujjeran nirgunasya gunah kriyaha. Vidra said, O Brahmana, since the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the complete spiritual whole and is unchangeable, how is he connected with the material modes of nature and their activities? If this is his pastime, how do the activities of the unchangeable take place and exhibit qualities without the modes of nature? Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, we shall read the second paragraph of the purport. Okay, can you request Saranya Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna. A juggler or magician. Second paragraph, isn't it, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji.
A juggler or magician displays many wonders with his acts and arts. He can become a cow by his magical tactics, and yet he is not the cow. But at the same time, the cow displayed by the magician is not different from him. Similarly, the material potency is not different from the Lord because it is an emanation from him. But at the same time, that manifestation of potency is not the Supreme Lord. The Lord's transcendental knowledge and potency always remain the same. They do not change, even when displayed in the material world. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord descended to the earth by his own internal potency, and therefore there is no question of his becoming materially contaminated, changed, or otherwise affected by the modes of material nature. The Lord is Saguna by his own internal potency, but at the same time he is Nirguna, since he is not in touch with the material energy. The restrictions of the prison house are applicable to the prisoners who are condemned by the king's law, but the king is never affected by such implications, although he may visit the prison house out of his will. In the Vishnu Purana, the six opulence of the Lord are stated to be non different from him. The opulence of transcendental knowledge, strength, opulence, potency, beauty, and renunciation are all identical with the personality of Godhead. When he personally displays such opulence in the material world, they have no connection with the modes of material nature. The word chinmatratva is guaranteed that Lord's activities are always transcendental, even when displayed in the material world. His activities are as good as the Supreme Personality himself. Otherwise, liberated devotees like Sukadeva Goswami would not have been attracted by them. Vidura inquired how the Lord's activities can be in the mode of material nature and is sometimes miscalculated by the persons with a poor fund of knowledge. The inability of material qualities is due to the difference between the material body and the spirit soul. The conditional soul's activities are displayed through the medium of the modes of material nature and are therefore perverted in appearance. However, the Lord's body and Lord Himself are one and the same. And when the Lord's activities are displayed, they are certainly non different from the Lord in all respects. The conclusion is that person who considers Lord's activities material are certainly mistaken. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here in this purport, Prabhupada is describing about his pastimes, how he explains, how he performs. So one is he's a like a magician, and the other one is even he's a chinmatrasya. He come by his own internal potency. So juggler or magician displays like many wonders with his acts and arts. So we would see some magical shows here. So in the material world also, many people come and perform so many magics. So likewise, Maya Javanika Chennam Adhya Dokshayam Avayam Nalakshase Mod Dusha Nato Natya Dhuroyata. Nato Natya Dhuroyata. Nalakshase Modadrusha. Modadrusha is the people, unintelligent people, they cannot understand. They think that what is the drama is the true. But actually, the Krishna, it is like a yata not dhuro yata. But he has a person. If we take out of all his dress and everything, he is a normal person. So that is the actual person. But outside, it is the magical displays. He can become a cow by his magical tactics, and yet he is not that cow. But at the same time, the cow displaced by the magician is not different from him. It is not only to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even it is for ourselves as well. As a spirit souls, we have been covered by the subtle body and gross body, but we are covered by the material bodies. But whereas the Lord, He is not. He is Ajopi san aviyatma bhutanam ishwaropi san. Ajopisan, even though uh, he is he does not have any birth. Ajopisan abhiyatma, bhutanam ishwaropisan. And then what else? Then prakritim swam adhistaya. He comes into this material nature. Prakritim swam adhistaya sambhavami atmamaya by his internal potency. Atmamaya means that is everything is of internal. That is called chinmatrasya. Sambhavami Atmamaya. But here, uh, living entities, they will come because they wanted to gratify some senses. They have got some desires. That's why it is very difficult. They change their path from the material entanglements to the spiritual world. But Lord is a free will. He is Atma Ramasi. He is self-satisfied. He will come and then he will go. Perform some pastimes for the devotee sakes. Mad Bhakta Vinodardham. Madbhaktanam vinodardam. Otherwise, there is no yada yada hi dharmasya glanidbhavati bharata abhyudharam adharmasya tadatmanam srujami aham. He come by himself with his free will. Okay, there is no force for the Lord. Okay, similarly, the material potency is not different from the Lord because it is an emanation from Him. But at the same time, the manifestation of the potency is not the Supreme Lord, He Himself. So here, energetic and energy, two different entities. And His energies are multifarious energies. And the energetic, Krishna is the energetic. So it is at one energies are non-different from the Lord, but there is a difference as well. But everything are coming from the aham prabhavasya, aham sarvasya prabhavah matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam bhuda bhava samanvitaha. Okay, so and here the Lord stands in knowledge and potency always remains the same. They do not change even when displayed in the material world because his body is not contaminated. Grihita Maya Vibhoho, he is all personality of Godhead. He takes to a form, he takes to a form so that all materialistic people will come and see him as he is. Maya Shitanam Naradharakena. So whenever he otherwise to play with the children of Krishna's friends in performing in Vrindavana pastimes, so he need to do all these things. Maya Shitanam Naradharakena. Sakamujruhu Kruta Punya Punjaha. He will give an opportunity to for all the conditioned souls or to perform pastimes with his devotees, eternal associates. Okay, so the which is going to be again nectarian pastimes for the devotees to hear and relish. Okay, as stated in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord descends to this earth by his own internal potency. This is Sambhavami Atmamaya. And therefore, there is no question of his becoming materially contaminated, changed, or otherwise affected by the modes of nature. So his body is, it cannot be. So whenever we understand that Nainam Chindanti Sastrani, Nainam Dhati Pavakaha, Na Chainam Kledayantyapo, Na Soshasri Maruyataha, Na Shoshaiti Marutaha. So his body cannot be contaminated, and it not only the Lord's body, but individual soul itself, it has got that property. When Lord's entire body itself is completely spirit, then there is no chance for himself to be contaminated and her changed otherwise affected by the modes of material nature. Even it appears to us. Sometimes we experience in our life that, oh, I'm going through so many difficulties. I have got these challenges. These are all kind of a yadattena vinamushya pumsam Yadattena vinamushya pumsam. This is one beautiful shloka. Maitreya Muni says that Pratiyeta upadrashtuhu swasyaschedanaadikaha. If one can cut off his head and look into his mirror, how he is looking that. But in practicality, it is not possible. As soon as his head is cut, then he cannot see himself. He is already dead. But he is seeing it. If he has cut swasyaschedanaadikaha, then how it is possible he could see in the mirror when he keep cut off his head and looking himself? That is only a dream. Likewise, whenever people are speaking like that, oh, I have lost this one, I have got so many things, but I lost everything. It is like he is witnessing everything, but he is not losing anything there. Okay, so that one also comes later on. The similar kind of that statement will be described by Maitreya Rishi little bit more. Okay, so here and then further Prabhupada mentions that the Lord is Saguna by his own internal potency, but at the same time he is Nirguna and he is not in touch with the material energy. So sometimes some of the people describing about Saguna Brahma, Nirguna Brahma. Saguna Brahma means he is all transcendental qualities. Whereas Nirguna Brahma is the like a when a person he is already lots of debt, and then he will now pay off all the debts. That means he is zero, no more debt. And then he has accumulated lots of wealth. In such a way, now he has got so much of wealth. That means that is called Nirguna, means no more material thing. And Saguna means he has got all good qualities, all transcendental qualities. It is very simple, but people they whenever he is rich, that means he is already Nirguna. When he has got already his Saguna Brahma means he has surpassed Nirguna as well. Okay, the restrictions of the prison house are applicable to the prisoners who are condemned by the king's law, but the king is never affected by such implications, although he may visit the prison house out of his goodwill. So the Lord also come here to deliver the conditioned souls. This entire universe is a Durga. It is a prison house for all the criminal souls who are rebellious against the Supreme Lord and His will. They are put up into this material world and conditioned by some particular circumstances. They cannot escape from those circumstances. Even though they wanted to do it, but they will be forced. Arjuna asks that why this living, even though he doesn't want, but why he is forced to do it. Then Krishna says that Kama yesha kurodha yesha rajoguna samudbhavaha. Because of that deep desire, which is covered by, like a fire is covered by a smoke, and a baby in the womb covered by the vulvana, and a mirror, clean mirror is covered by dust. Likewise, a living entity is covered by so the subtle body and gross body. But what is the main thing? Is kama yesha krodha yesha, the desire to enjoy material, lord it over material nature. Because of that, he is put up into this material world. Okay, you try and try your level best to experience yourself. Okay, so that is for the condition. So this is a prison house. Okay, so in the Vishnu Purana, the six appearances of the Lord are stated to be not different from him. So all Krishna's name, form, qualities, or paraphernalia, they're all transcendental. Okay, and so when we see, whenever if we take Krishna and all his jewels and Sudarsana Chakra, all his weapons, his chariot, and his horses, and his palaces, they're all, and also the queens who are associating with the Lord, they're all transcendental. Otherwise, when the Lord he is Supreme Personality of Godhead, he does not take pleasure in the inferior energies. He takes pleasure in the superior only, according to his position. Aishwarya Yasho, this is Aishwarya Vairagya Yasho Bhoda Virya Shriya Pottam, complete, incomplete. Aishwarya Vairagya Yasha Avbodha Virya Shriya. The six are appliances, they are full. Vibhuhu is the Vibhuhu. The appliances of the tense knowledge, strength, opulence, potency, beauty, and renunciation are all identical with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When a personality displays such opulences in the material world, they have no connection with the modes of material nature. They do not have any connection with the modes of material nature. They are all transcendental. The very word chinmatra, chinmatratva is the guarantee that Lord's activities are always transcendental, even when they displayed in the material world. And that is Janma Karma Cheme Divyam Yevam Yo Veti Tatpataha Chaktva Deham Punarjanma Naiti Mam Veti Sojjana. O Arjuna, my transcendental pastimes, they are all divine. And whoever understands Tattva by Tattva, not by mental speculations or not by material vision, they're all transcendental. Who understands the Tattva, they do not take birth again. His activities are as good as the Supreme Personality himself. Otherwise, liberated devotees like Sukadeva Goswami would not have been attracted by him. So, Atma Ramasya Muniyo Nirghanda Api Gurukrame Kurvanti Ahitikim Bhaktim Ittam Bhuta Guno Harihi. Atma Ramasya. So Sukadeva Goswami is Atma Rama. He is self-satisfied. As soon as he took birth, he doesn't want to come in contact with any other materialistic people. Immediately he was leaving. यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो आजुहावं पुत्रेति तन्मतया तरवो विनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि. Whenever Sukadeva Goswami is leaving the home, and then he did not take any of those um, this Upanayana samskaras and anything else, like following all the standard process. So he was leaving home, and then behind that, Vyasadeva is going and then calling him Putra, Putra, like that. At that time, when he was calling, all the trees are responding to Vyasadeva. Trees. Taravo Vineduhu. So that Sukadeva Goswami, he is able to enter into the heart of all the living entity, heart of the everyone. Munimanatosmi. So this Suta Goswami describes about his spiritual master. So he was hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam when Sukadeva Goswami was speaking to Parikshit. Later on, Suta Goswami speaks that one to Savanakari sages. So Sukadeva Goswami is Atma Rama. Even though Parinishtopi Nirgunasya Parinishtopi, he mentions that even though I am Parinishti, but I have taken this study of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sukadeva Goswami, he speaks about himself. Okay, so it is Atma Ramasya Munyo Nidhandapi Urukrami Kurvanti Aikyam Bhaktim Ittam Bhuta Guno Harihi. They are attracted towards this is Tada Paramhamsanam Muninam Amalatmanam. This is what the Paramahamsas, Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna and all his pastimes, they're all attracted to Krishna Katha and Krishna's pastimes. Okay, so Vidura inquired how the Lord's activities can be in the mode of material nature, as is sometimes miscalculated by persons with poor fund of knowledge. So sometimes this is also we think that Krishna has got a material body like that. So many people because they have taken knowledge from the bona fide spiritual master. That's why it is poor fund of knowledge. They will hear from unauthorized sources here and there and then come and discuss with the devotees. That is not a good thing. So they simply have to uh, hear from the bona fide spiritual succession and then deliberate properly. Okay, the inability of the material qualities is due to the difference between the material body and the spirit soul. Okay, so that is the main thing. And the conditioned soul's activities are displayed through the medium of the modes of material nature and are therefore perverted in appearance. However, Lord's body and Lord himself are one and the same, and when the Lord activities are displayed, they are certainly non-different from Lord in all respects. The conclusion is that persons who consider the Lord's activities material are certainly mistaken. Okay, so that is the sense. So Lord has got transcendental body, we have got material body. Of course, we have got spiritual body, but it is covered. But as soon as that covering is gone, then we come into the real constitutional position as a servant of the Lord. यदारहितमात्मानं भूतेन्द्रियगुणाशयैः स्वरूपेण मयोपेतन् पश्चिन् स्वराज्यमृच्छति. दिशिसोऽप्येतया परमया चरमो स्वदृष्ट्या तस्मिन् महिम्नि अवसितः सुखदुःखबाह्ये हेतुत्वं हेतुत्वम् अपि असति दुःखयोर्यत् स्वात्मन् विधत्त उपलब्धपरात्मकाष्ठहम्. So this is again Kapila Bhagavan also describes how he come in and perform so many things. This is like a swapnam, punarnabhat. This is swapnam punarnabhajite pratibuddhavastuhu. As soon as he realizes that it is a kind of a dream, then he comes to that, okay, this is not me. I'm different from it. That is pratibuddhavastu, transcendental knowledge. Okay, that when we can be perceived through the under instruction of bona fide spiritual master, and whenever he practices vidhi bhakti and gradually following rules and regulations, chanting 16 rounds, following rules and regulations, associating with the devotees of the Lord who are all pure, gradually he will be free from the material bad association and then elevate himself into the spiritual platform. Then he will understand and relish all the pastimes very nicely. He would that is a practical experience. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam, this shloka. Prabhupada is describing that here. Um, here Vidra's question. Brahman katam bhagavataha chinmatrasya avikariнаha leelaya chapi yujheran nirgunasya gunah kriyaha nirgunasya gunah kriyaha. How he performs his pastimes. Likewise, he is asking. Okay, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. Jai. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Gurudasa, 20, November 26, 1970, Bombay. It's a tiny letter again. Can you request Shashmataji, would you like to read this letter if you are available?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, please. My dear Gurudas, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your letter dated November 24th with enclosures and checks and have gone over them carefully. In the meantime, if there is no very important business in Delhi, you may accept the invitation from Indore and go there. Most probably, I shall also go there. Hope this will meet you in good health. You ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. And it appears that the collection is about Rs 60,000, but you have not sent all the money. ACB. Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gurudev ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji. So I
Thank
think
you, Prabhuji.
it is a straightforward instruction from Srila Prabhupada. So there are no takeaway points to reflect much here. Okay, that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, so today is Friday. We don't have any evening our Sangha activities in the evening. And tomorrow we continue again as usual. Bhagavatam, after that Bhagavatam recitation and a daily notice. If you wanted to recite, kindly there are for 6 people opportunity to recite. Kindly vote, and the poll has been sent yesterday. Okay, that's all. And then we continue Shri Brahm Samhita after that if we have got time. Okay, that's all from the announcements point of view. And the devotees, if you have got any announcements or you wanted to share anything, kindly share. Otherwise, we shall move to the next Damodarastakam by Swarup Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, I'll try to switch on my video just to see if I can show my deity to the.
Sure, Prabhuji.
For 1 second, and then I'll, if someone can do that. Okay. Just 1 second. But I think I have to turn my camera to the other side.
Yeah. You can landscape Prabhuji. It may be easier. We would see full.
So that's my Radha Madan Mohan. That's my, our family ancestral. And it used to be called Radha Madan Mohan. So I got this thing, and it's there, and now I've installed it. So it's a very small thing, and then I have this thing of Gopal, who is stealing butter. I don't think you can see it because of the light and everything.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji.
So,
Maybe the video, if you just keep the phone.
yes, and now
landscape, we can.
I'll sing, Prabhu, and but it will be difficult for me to hold the video.
Okay.
So
Sure.
if someone else can put this thing, that will be nice.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Kindly, when you're ready, kindly start the.
Yes, Prabhu. I'm just trying to switch off my video.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Would it be possible also to share two altars at all or not?
I think you can, Mataji.
Yes,
Yesterday
all devotees can share, turn on their videos, please, if you are doing it. Gila.
Okay, okay, I'll try. I'll try not to.
I'm trying to switch off my video, but I cannot. I'm struggling with that. I do not know why.
That's all right, Prabhuji. You can kindly start.
Sorry, Prabhu.
No,
I'm not sure whether you can see anything from mine at all.
no, Mataji, we got your background screen,
Oh,
virtual background. You turn on that. Okay, Prabhuji, kindly start, Prabhuji.
जय दामोदर अष्टकम की जय नामाविश्वरं सचिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्रजमानं यशोदाभियोलुकालद्धवमानं परं हृष्टम् अत्यन्तो द्रुतगोपा नामामीश्वरं सचिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्रजमानं यशोदाभियोलुकालद्धवमानं परं हृष्टम् अत्यन्तो द्रुतगोपा रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं मृजन्तं करं भजुयुग्मेन सतङ्कनेत्रम् मुहुःस्वकम्पात्रिरेखाककण्ठस्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम् पितृदृक्षलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वाघोषं निमज्जन्तम् अक्षयपायन्तम् तदीयेषितानेषु भक्तिजितध्वं पुनः प्रेमातस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे वरं देवमक्षानमोक्षवधिं वा नाचान्नं वृन् अहं वरेष्यदपिह इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबलं सदा मे मनसि अविरष्टां किमन्ये इदं ते मुखं भोजम् अत्यन्तो नीलैर्वृतां कुन्तिलै स्निग्धरक्तश्च गोपा मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बो रक्तधरं मे मनसि अविरस्तम् अलं लक्षलब्धे नमो देव दामोदर अनन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभुदुःख जलाभिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदिनं बतानु ग्रहाणेशमम् अग्नम् एधि अक्षिदृश्य कुबेरात्मजौ बद्ध मूर्तैवयद्भुत तवैमुचितौ भक्ति भजौ कृतौ सा तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकं मे प्रयच्छ नामक्षग्रहो मस्ति दामोदरः नमस्तेस्तु दाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने तदीयदर्आयाता विश्वासोदाम्ने नमो राधिकारै तदीया प्रियायै नमो अनन्तलीलाया देवाय तुभ्यं नमो राधिकायै तदीया प्रियायै नमो अनन्तलीलाया देवाय तुभ्यम् नमाविश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्रजमानम् हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jai Jash Radha Damodar ki jai. Jai Jashoda Mai Damodar ki jai.
Jai.
Bal Gopal ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, very beautiful, Prabhuji. Would you like to read the translation, Prabhuji?
Sure, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from his wing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Jashoda, who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with three lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes but with his mother's love, pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, not the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the nine processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours, as Bal Gopala in Vrindavana, may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use of to me of any other boon beside this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair, tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Jashoda, and your lips are reddish, like the bimbo fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damadara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me. By showering your glance of mercy upon me, deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodara, just as the two sons of Kuvera, Manigriva Nalak and Nalakuvara, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with rope to a wooden grinding mortar. In the same way, please give to me your own Prema Bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent robe which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So beautifully sung and then very nicely read. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Meena Mataji, for kindly showing Gil lamp offering to the Lord. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, that is from Damodarastakam. Okay, so, and the devotees, if you have got anything to share, kindly share. Otherwise, we shall move to the japa.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. On the last week of October, because it's half term, one
Yeah.
day, I think Thursday, Purvasha and Pranchu can do the Damodar Ashtakam, and Palla Prabhu can do on Friday.
Okay.
So dates are, Prabhu, I think 30th Thursday and 31st October is Friday.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji. So I'll update that one in the chat.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Anything else, dear devotees, you wanted to share? Okay, we'll continue with further japa. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटिवैष्णवी की जय
Jai.
प्रभुपाद की जय
Jai.
हरे कृष्ण कॉन्शियस एवरीवन जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव
Radha Shiva
श्री
Shakti
गौर भक्तवृंद